Hi, Debbie speaking. Now, I'm not hiding from you behind these huge glasses for any reason other than the sun's right in my eyes, because I'm not recording at sunset today. I'm actually recording in the middle of the morning for a change. It's because we're going away. I'm going to go and meet our new little great grandson, and show my family my new image. So they're going to be quite shocked, I think, but that's okay. Anyway, the video we're doing now is day 66 video, and what I wanted to talk to you about today was that another thing that you need to have a successful business online is that you need a great mentor. Now, look, I need to tell you about our mentor, Vic Stricehouse. Look, he's just a darling. I don't know if he's a little man. He looks not too big in his pictures, but I tell you what, he is a man with a huge heart, and a man 9 foot tall with wanting to help you. And that's the mentor that I have for my own business, and he's the one that I take after as a role model for my own team. And I was watching one of his videos this morning, because he does the 90-day challenge as well. No matter what he says for us to do, he does it as well. So he's a great example. And he was telling us about how he's at Miami. So he's having a wee holiday in Miami after the big event in Denver, and before taking his family home, because when you get the sort of money that he's getting every month, you can afford to be on the beaches of the world at any time, whenever you want. So anyway, he was saying that he got into a taxi, and it's not often that you get into a taxi and the people are friendly. Often they just grump and say, well, where you going? And okay, and they never ever talk to you. And so, you don't get a chance to really get a good impression of a taxi driver in any country, really. I think some of them are like that here in New Zealand. I'm not sure. I don't often frequent a taxi. My father had taxis when I was growing up. That was his business, and I don't know, I've just never really, but I think I've only got into 3 or 4 taxis all my life. Anyway, he was saying how he got into this taxi, and the man was so exciting. He was so into it. He was, hi bro, what are you doing? And where you going? And what kind of day you having so far? And he was just so friendly. And Vic was actually taken aback, and he thought, oh, what's happening with this man? He says, well, hey, how are you? And what's happening in your life? And the man turned around and he said, well, I've got a lot of problems going on in my family, a heap of problems. And if I talk to you about them, he said, that's not going to help me solve them. So I decided today, when I got up this morning, that I was going to get up and think positive things, surround myself with positive things, people in my cab, be good with them, and just be happy. And that was how he was changing his day before he went home to the problems of his family later in the evening. And so Vic was so taken with this person, and I thought, that is such a great example. See, it was like me going to the hairdressers the other day. I was a bit nervous, because you don't like to change hairdressers. You ask your mothers, you ask your aunties, you ask your sisters. We don't like to change hairdressers. You get used to the one, and they get used to you, and you just like it to be the same all the time. And I went to this new hairdresser, and I was so nervous. And yet this young woman came out who was just so lovely, greeted me so beautifully, absolutely made me feel at ease. She didn't even know who I am, what I was there for. And before she even got to me and was talking to me face to face, because she started from the other end of the room. And I'd fallen in love with her. And I thought, I'm going to get my hair done here. And so it makes a great difference that when you're in the public service, when you're in the service of the public, or even when you're just walk along with a smile on your face. You might have all the problems of the earth on your shoulders. I have the last few weeks, but I have purposely put a smile on my face as I've walked down the street, and I might have been thinking about what had been going on, but I tried to get that hymn going through my head as well. At the same time, I was thinking about these things that weren't very nice, and that grin on my face, so that my subconscious knew I was battling it all the way. And so this is what you need to do, and this is what a great mentor does for us. A mentor is a person who puts you at ease, helps you to know which direction to go, puts you on the right path and encourages you to just get to the top. So if you want to be part of my team, I would love you to be part of my team. All I need for you to do is to click on one of those images in my blog below, or just click on one of the links that I've supplied for you under this video. And let's get started. Let's start your day. Let's start your future. You know, this is going to be so much fun. And I am such a fun person to work with too. And so I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.